This is an extract from a video on how to pad a skirt. First, you want to measure the allowance on the pattern and cut it out because we need to make use of the exact measurements. We don't need allowance added to the pattern. After you have done that, then from the waistline, you measure 1.5 inches downwards. You mark it. And then on the hip line, from waist to hip, on the hip line, you go in by 5 inches. You go in by 5 inches from the side. Then from downwards, you go upwards by 2 inches. And then you mark it. Next is to connect the 3 points together using the French curve. So you connect the 3 points together like this. After you have done that, you can now go ahead and cut it out. So I've already done that before, so I'm just using this to explain again. So this is the front pattern of the hip padding. So you're going to have 2 pieces of that. Next, we move to the back pattern. So for the back pattern also, we do not need the allowance. We need the exact measurement. So I'm cutting away the allowance. So the same way, this is now the exact waist measurement without allowances. So just the way we did the front pattern, we mark 1.5 from the top, because both of them have to be positioned the same way. And then on the hip line, from the side, from the center, we go in by 1 inch and mark it, because we don't want the part to go into the zipper line. And then from the down part, we also mark 2 inches. Next, and then from that 2 inches, we'll go in by 1/2 inch. That is the buttock contour at the back. You know, there is a bum bum at the back. So after we have done that, we are going to connect all the points together. Remember, from the waist to where the underneath the buttock is 14 inches. So we connect all the points together with the French curve. We use the French curve to connect all the points together. So that after that, we cut it out. So that's the difference between the back and the front hip pad. So this is the back hip pad. So once you've done that, you cut it out. So you are going to have something like this, and you are going to have 2 pieces of it. So these are the foams. I've already cut it out. The foam is 1/2 inch thick. So you cut out 2, and then we indicate the direction we are going to be joining it. We also indicate the top and the down, the up and the down. This is very, very important so that we don't turn it upside down. So we mark all the foams and also indicate the up and the down, so that we do not mix them up. So you have a pair like this. See, there's one small one and one big one. So this is the skirt pattern of the dress I'm making that we're going to be attaching it with. This is the back, and then this is the front pattern. So we are going to join it. So the dart of the lining and the main fabric. So all the darts. So this is for the back. So the dart, and then this is the main. This is for the front. I've also sewed the darts. So you're going to be joining lining together and then main fabric together. So you just place the back pattern on the front pattern, and then we join it at the side. I'll do same for the other side. I'll place it and then join it at the side. So after that, we move to the main fabric. This is the main fabric. This is the front pattern. We have sewn the dart, and then this is the back pattern. We have also sewed the dart. So we are going to be joining it at the side as well. So just position the skirt, the back pattern on the front pattern, and then we join it at the side. We join it at the side on both sides. And then for the foam, we are going to be covering it with a gum stay. I'm using the soft gum stay. If you have any other type of soft interlining, you can use it stay, you can use stay, but I'm using soft gum stay. So I'm going to wrap it over it. So these are the gum stay that I've already cut out. I'm going to wrap it over it, and then I will iron it. I cut them according to the different sizes. So after that, I will iron it. I'm going to repeat same for all of them. I'll wrap it with a soft gum stay. This is a soft gum stay. So I'll also iron it. I'll do same for the other ones. So I'll come back to show you what it looks like when I'm done. So this is the skirt pattern, the lining. We have already sewn them together. This is the main fabric as well. We are joining at the side. So this is the foam. We've already ironed it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take a matching thread and sew around it 3 times. Just sew around it so I can press all the edges down. Just sew around all of them 3 times. After that, I'll trim off the excess at the side. So this is what we have after sewing it around 3 times. So this is what we have. The next thing now is that we're going to join both of them together. So take note of the position of the arrow, take note of the downside and the upside. After that, you place it on each other like this. Use the pin to secure it. Use a pin to secure it as you're seeing me doing it right now. After that, we are going to sew it with 1/2 inch seam allowance. So when we are done sewing, it will be like this. This is how it will look like after sewing. So the next thing now, we are going to attach it to the lining. So this is the lining. So you take note of the 1.5 inches that we mark from the waistline where we are going to start positioning. Then this lining, when we are sewing this lining, you are going to use 1/2 inch. You're going to subtract 1/2 inch from the original measurement because it will be adding pad to it. And then for the main fabric, you will add extra 1/2 inch to the main measurement so that it can accommodate the foam. Next, we are going to sew the hip pad on the lining. You're going to sew it on the lining. So make sure that the front side is facing the center front, and make sure that the side is facing the back side. So from the top, you mark 1.5 inches from the top. We are now going to position the pad, and then from the down, we'll also mark 2 inches. We are going to be sewing on the line, on the same line, the side seam of the lining. So this is what it looks like after sewing. We attach the hip pad on the centers of the hip pad to the side of the lining. After that, we sew round it to secure it. So once we are done with that, we bring our main fabric. We are going to be using it to turn the lining. So you want to place it right side on each other, right side on each other, and then we join it at the side with the same allowance that we have left. So place it on each other like this, and then we are going to be attaching the sides. So we sew with the same allowance that we have left. We just sew from top to bottom, and then we are sewing with half inch seam allowance, and then we are going to repeat same for the other side, after which we'll now flip it inside out. So this is what we have after attaching it to the main fabric. So this is what it looks like, looking all beautiful already. So now we can now go ahead and attach this skirt part to the dress that we are making. So this is how to pad a skirt. I hope you find these tutorials helpful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like my videos, share my videos, and thanks for watching. This is Joydala Fashion Guide. This is Joydala Fashion Guide. So once you finish sewing like this, the next thing is to iron the sides so that the side seam can relax. So this is it. So I'll go ahead now and attach it to my dress. I'll be stopping the video right here. Thanks for watching.